I've been studying recently the movement of jellyfish, reading some of the research papers on how they move, and it turns out that they are the most efficient swimmers in the ocean, and their mode of locomotion is different than many other animals. They move in a way where they're not pushing. Rather, they move in a way where they create suction. So the terminology that they use for their manner of locomotion is suction thrust. When the jellyfish opens, it creates a negative pressure around the front of its body, and the positive pressure behind it within a vortex spiraling shape allows it to drive itself through the water in a manner that's described as suction. If there's positive pressure in front of negative pressure, it will push that negative pressure forward. Within the body, you could imagine that certain structures could behave as a jellyfish, and you could even think of the way blood flows through the vessels is following some of these principles. So, in short, move in a manner in which you visualize suction or gentle pulling yourself through space, as opposed to one of pushing. Even when you're doing push hands or pushing open a heavy door, could you do it in a manner where it feels like you're sucking yourself forward, and then compare and contrast the difference to pushing it? It feels completely different if you give it a try. The pattern that I've been working on is one of opening. I focus on the primary image of my legs, open, pelvic floor opens, connecting my spine to my arms in the same manner. So both arms and legs have that potential to create a pattern in which you can experience a suction thrust. Opening and then moving. Open. Picture two big jellyfish opening and then moving through the water. All right, so the movement is going to go up through my head. Right, so I feel like I'm traveling upwards. I'm also feeling like I'm expanding. It's not just the jellyfish that use this pattern. Birds, like large birds like eagles and stuff, the way that they use their wings are creating pressure gradients which enable them to move in manners which are more efficient. So pushing is not the efficient way to move. Pulling and opening, creating suction, is the more efficient way to move. Play with this concept as you go through your forms and see how it changes the manner in which you move. It feels completely different.